This will be Rube Goldberg here.
Where's the water pump pliers?
Pull the oil pan later.
Okay.
I think we'll let it down and pull the intake and the heads.
Okay.
Because if we can save this intake along with these plug wires.
You're liking those plug wires.
I like them. They're fast. They're yellow.
Yellow.
Come on. We can unload some of this stuff.
Yep.
What's this? Oh,
Part of the carburetor
that's
still.
the jetting. We
Oh,
may
yeah.
need to know those numbers when we tune it.
Power valve number right there.
Yeah. Hello. No shortage of this stuff, that's for sure. Those are actually coming out. You gotta be kidding me.
No thermostat. That's why it sank.
They don't run thermostat.
Just kidding.
Jet boats. Oh, would you look at that? Would you just look at that? So, jet boats have a valve on the pump because the pump supplies water to the engine. So the pump builds pressure and it comes up here and goes in the manifolds, goes through the exhaust first. Look at you being a smart aleck with that tool. He's like, yeah, there's enough left. It'll just pull it off. Actually looks good under there.
Really? Those are 9s.
I'm kind of shocked about this whole.
I know it's not.
You ever worked on a junk Ford? These are bolts. These are intake bolts.
I try not to work on them a lot.
Well, you know, there's a reason I have a Ford wrench on my arm.
Because they made you all your money?
It's because Ford is the only car that needs a wrench.
Look at that. These are greasy still. Holy.
Jimmy, this motor will run.
He laughs.
If so, you're the only one that's good.
There is still oil on them bolts.
I know. You're shitting, right?
Oh, we might be in for a surprise in what's really going on here, guys. I mean,
The crank rocks.
it does. It does.
He said there was sludge in it.
The pistons are seized, evidently, because it won't just spin over, but
Right. Yeah, but that's manageable, no?
If we get the rust out of this thing and we get it to turn over, we're throwing a starter on it, a carburetor, and we're gonna fire it up. Turn over. We're throwing a starter on it, a carburetor, and we're gonna fire it up.
We yeah.
Ren, did you come to help or inspect?
those ones back there,
What are you talking?
those ones are in trouble.
Why you?
I need a 13 millimeter to pound on those to get them off.
Oh, they're that corroded, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's not much left.
Because we're trying to save this intake.
Hey, if it ain't corroded out, I will say I'll have it deep black.
See, there's grease right there.
Oh,
There really is. It's
kidding me. It honestly looked like the crank was going to turn. I mean, it kind of scared me, but it looks like it will turn.
came out easier than I thought it was going to come out.
I thought half the boat would come with it. I was gonna say I walked up and saw the motor on the ground. I'm like, well, I guess it shouldn't surprise me,
Good
but
or bad,
well,
right?
it didn't surprise me. It just surprised me how fast you got it on the ground. It's like, well, and there's
joints
not a
still
hacksaw.
moves.
There's no hacksaw marks in the boat, so it's all a bonus.
Oh, he had the hacksaw.
It's my favorite. Second favorite tool. The hammer's my first.
He requested a sawzall as soon as he got in the boat. Immediately said, I need a sawzall.
And a torch.
Oh, okay. I was like, yeah, let's just go ahead and get the torch after this. So, you think the intake's going to be rotted underneath?
No. Why would it look any different than the top does?
I was gonna say.
Okay, Ben.
Pop that thing loose.
Let's, we probably ought to have, yeah, we got to take the distributor out.
Oh yeah, we
So
never
this
had
is
the
the-
wrench for that.
No, he likes game. Paul doesn't go to lose. he goes for game.
He goes to
That's
play.
right.
That's
and
right.
most of the time, he overdoes the game and he wins.
No. Is that a family trait?
It kind of is inherited.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
It's a high level.
The nut ain't falling far from those trees, is it?
Competition.
Nope.
The problem is going to be getting this distributor out. It looks like a Mallory, actually. See that?
I know you have a pair of channel locks that big.
It is a Mallory. That's a Mallory
Yep.
tag right there, isn't it?
It's gonna work. You
Or
wait
an
and see.
MSD or that thing came out. Dude, like all this stuff is like coming apart.
No way.
Look at that.
Look at that.
It turned. I lost that one. I
Wow.
lost that one. Dude, look at it. It ain't even corroded.
Well, that was a good wire.
That's,
We're gonna try the coil too.
That's amazing. That is absolutely amazing.
I can't
The
believe
points are still moving. Click, 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 click.
Okay, so we're gonna take this ignition and we're gonna hook it on a bench and see if we can make spark with it.
Oh yeah, I think
This is
so.
what's left of it.
it. Oh yeah.
Well, will the intake pry somewhere?
All right, here's a spot.
That's not looking promising.
It's
Did
a
you get
little.
all the bolts? Yeah, they're all out. Glued on, isn't it?
You got some weird noises that go around your house.
So there's a swimming pool next door, and there's a creepy crawly thing, and when it comes up, it's like
Yeah, that's what it does. Okay.
oh yeah.
That's
Got
a
it.
sound we're looking for.
Okay.
Drum roll.
Okay, how much mud is inside the motor?
I can't go. I already seen in there when it popped up.
I can't believe it.
I could tell by the expression it was all positive.
Oh wow,
Yeah, it looks like we're gonna be running this thing.
wow,
If we can get the pistons broke free,
wow, dude, look at that
look at
intake.
the intake.
Look at the underside of that intake. Oh, that's amazing. Like I am absolutely kind of shocked right now.
There you go. Glued. Someone's been into it.
Yeah, they glue the end seals because boats have a tendency to blow by these things
Okay.
out. So,
You glue them anyway. Don't use
Well,
the
yeah,
gasket.
but usually factories are
dude, it's actually
Air was
pretty
trapped.
good
That
shape.
trapped air the whole time, huh?
Probably.
valve covers are the next. Okay.
It ain't gonna be that bad in there, I don't think. What are those? 716?
30 years underwater. Unbelievable. I got motors that I pulled out last year that look worse than that. Not even rusted in
Yeah, that's a different little program, isn't it? Just lay it on the ground there, Jimmy. We'll put all the rockers in. All right. The one that's seized up.
The camera doesn't even look that bad.
No.
No, it's
there. So you guys need to go on Merlin's channel and comment if you think this thing will actually start and run.
because if we can get it to turn over, we're gonna attempt it.
Yeah.
Because we're those people.
Careful now.
Yeah, right.
I was gonna say.
Hey, you voided the warranty on that.
Of the socket.
That's a snap-on.
We'll edit that part out.
So they were 3/4. We're using an 18 millimeter on them.
Just a little off then.
Need your
You want the extension?
Standard device.
I'll share.
Okay, I got the head.
All right.
If somebody wants to get a bar, hold that, Jimmy.
I got one.
You got that one? Need a bigger one.
Get the bigger one.
Bigger.
I might just step away from that then and just let that hit the floor. Head's glued on.
Where's the other one? Go for it a little.
Toad.
Look at all that water.
Dude, there you go.
What
Oh my goodness. They're not even pitted.
Yeah, she'll run.
So I had oil in it.
This side will turn. There's nothing rusted on this side.
There's a hammer.
It
That's
was
why it
probably
wouldn't
this
turn.
back thing.
No, it's hydraulic.
It may have been.
Full of water. I know one thing, they spray painted the head gaskets.
Don't go down, Jimmy. Need this hammer?
Yeah, we need that hammer. Hey, there's what was oozing out of the pan right
Yeah,
there.
that oily water substance. Is
How'd you
what
do?
It's loose.
Oh, that's loose. Okay.
That one's got a little surface rust in that one.
Yeah, that one does.
So that one filled full. But that's still got oil
That
in
one's
it.
good. It ain't that much rust though. Honestly, like that's
Alright. So
Mind blowing. Like
Okay.
complete. Look at the front pulley. I mean, it should look like that.
yeah.
Look at the puddle of ooze just keeps growing. It's just
Yeah, maybe got the oil pan off yet.
So we can't really see any physical reason this thing shouldn't turn over. The cylinders aren't rusted.
That's bad.
Yeah, so we put the bolt back in the end of it.
Oh dude, it's moving.
It is moving.
Why is it binding up? It sounds like it's locking up on something.
it's actually the alternator bolt, the alternator brackets. The alternator's holding it.
Maybe we ought to cut the belt
Cut
off.
the belt.
the belt.
Probably turn right over.
The alternator's not
There
turning.
you go.
That's
All right.
Okay, there we go.
Take two.
Alright. Let's try
See
it
if
now.
that-
Right now.
It's going
Help.
more.
That helped. Hey, you're pumping all the good stuff out. Nope.
You've made a half a
There's a
revolution.
ridge. This ridge here on this cylinder is pretty thick.
This one?
Yeah. Then the next one in.
This
That
one?
there. Yeah.
Oh yeah, let's scrape that out of there. Let's do a little honing on the cylinder here with a.
Now that's a nice hone job.
That is.
That's beautiful.
Perfect crosshatch going
Yes.
on right there. You have no idea.
All right.
Coming from my demolition derby cousin.
Oh yeah.
It's only gotta run 4 minutes.
Hey, some of them got up to 10, 15.
If you were into the 15, you won money for sure.
That's right.
With
Hey
no
now.
water.
Hey now.
No. Oh,
Still?
you're kidding me.
No, it's gonna turn. It's still hitting something.
I think we're binding up back here. I think all your mud and your starter and all that. It's just, every time you turn it, it's just kicking mud out
Yeah.
the back of this thing.
I think that's.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
grinding.
yeah,
it's
you
grinding.
did. It's
Oh yeah.
grinding
There's
in
stuff
there.
grinding around in here. So
Yeah, let's stand it and take that off.
it turns over though. I mean,
That shouldn't.
Dude,
That shouldn't turn over.
it's gonna run. We're gonna start this motor up.
We're this far.
It's gonna go in this boat.
I know.
We're going the lake.
that's insane. I lost time. I mean, look at the starter. It's rotted clear off.
Yeah, there's nothing left of that starter. If you hit it, it'll just.
It doesn't make any sense.
You think that the pressure inside kept the water from coming in, or
Well,
You
we'll
know-
push the oil up. Right, the oil's going to float. So
So, yeah, the
everything-
oil's gonna float. So the oil probably protected as much as the top. But you know, these things hold a lot of oil. It probably had 8 quarts of oil in it.
Probably.
But eventually, it would have went through the valve covers and
out? Yeah,
yeah,
just
out
gone.
that vent. That vent is rotted out. The PVC is gone in that cover.
Yeah,
So it
probably
was
that
just it was full of water for sure.
It
Full of
don't
water.
make no sense.
No.
The day that first guy rolled on the boat, it probably would have turned.
I'll
Pull
bet.
all the plugs. Bardo, it probably would
I'll
have turned.
bet.
Because everything was muddy and
Yeah.
that's amazing. From a
We have rotation.
motor that wasn't expected to turn.
Yeah, she's good.
She's good, he says. I like it. What do you think that filter looks like?
I think we should probably figure it out. My fans love Fram. I don't know about yours, but every time I put one on, they let me know about it.
I pretty much taught him that you like Fran so much.
I could have took that off for you. I know how to take those
Yeah,
off pretty good.
Hunter mangled his last time.
Oh.
Well, I'm
Holy
saving the drain
crap.
plug for you.
No. You saw that?
Hey, dude, it's clean.
Yeah.
It's milky though, isn't it?
It's milky. Yeah.
It's
No, actually, it's clean.
that ain't
It's
milk.
just water.
That ain't milk.
Water. Okay, so we honestly thought there would be oil in the filter.
There's not. It's just water.
Now we've decided there's just not going to be oil in anything. This will be Rube Goldberg here. So I'm thinking maybe like so. Hold that one.
Oh yeah.
Would you look at that?
Would you look at that? Would you just look at it? All right, me and cousin Ben, we're just getting our day started here. Look at what we're working on. This thing is, we have been beating on it. We're gonna steam on it today, see if we can get some of this crud off, and then I don't know, we might touch hone the cylinders a little. We gotta get all this gasket material off. We're gonna put new head gaskets in it. And we're gonna pull the oil pan, but we're gonna clean on it a little before we do. Ben, did you see that thing's got Chevy motor mounts in it? They got like adapter plates, and they got Chevy motor mounts on that. Just missing a freeze plug.
That's small stuff.
All right, let's roll this thing over there by the steam cleaner. So we got the cylinder heads over here. They're pretty nasty. And we're gonna try to steam them out and oil the valves up. We don't want to spend a lot of time and money on this thing, but we're hoping that it will possibly actually run in the end. So I don't know. You know, it kind of runs in our family, and we all like a little challenge, but
Really?
this is this one's gonna be top of the list if we can make this run, Ben.
Oh yeah. Gotta cut all the bolts off to get the oil pan out.
So there's a coating on this aluminum, and it's the yellow powder coating coming off. That's what we're seeing burn when I hit the torch.
Yeah.
It's that plastic. This is a Milwaukee resurface. I think this is 60 grit.
60. Oh, nice.
That gasket material just didn't want to scrape, so I was like, you know, I got the answer for that. We may have to try to find a pan. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Catch this thing. It's coming off.
Is
I got
it?
a screwdriver here. It's falling off. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay, how bad does it look? Hey, it's not too bad.
Hey, there's oil in it.
We got to run 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's it. If
But
we
it's
make
got
it
a biohazard inside of it. I don't quite know what to do with all that. So we're gonna have to find us a hazmat container and drain that.
Well, let's go find some stuff then.
All right. Lifters have water in them, Ben. That might be wrong.
It's supposed to be oil, right?
Yeah, it's supposed to be oil. But hey, look at the camshaft. It all looks pretty good.
That's runnable right in there. See that?
Yeah.
Alright. It will be, because we're going to find out.
Yeah, we're gonna make it run. It has no choice at this point. It's gonna run with me and Ben and Paul. It's going to run.
Either way.
If we have to put some kind of unapproved fuel in it, it's going. Well, this government job's really getting going here. Everybody's standing around. We're gonna fix this hole in this oil pan. So here's my thought on it. Yeah, so we just braid that little hole up. Little duct tape on the rest of them.
They're pretty mint on this side.
Yeah, but they're gonna blow out.
Yeah, it's gonna blow the porcelain straight out. So it's just pulling the porcelain out. This is how thick the ring is.
Yeah, that's what's left of it. Oh, it
Yeah.
just breaks off.
It just breaks the bolt off. So
Hey guys, I'm gonna go ahead and just put this oil pan back on. We're clean here. We got a couple holes to seal up.
seal these up with some.
You're going to add some silicone?
Yeah, I'm gonna add silicone to it. We got kind of a big hole over here, but
You want to silicone that on?
Should just use Bondo.
no, we want to be able to take it back off one day. I mean, somebody may want to rebuild this thing. That's valid. Ben asked for a Fram filter, and the guy laughed at us at the auto parts store.
I mean, come on.
That's awesome.
Right?
That's insane.
That is
Not much-
insane.
Not much
You know
left
what's
of that.
really insane is that looks like that, and the rest of the motor don't.
Right.
So why is that?
Right.
What is that metal they're making that out
I
of?
can't explain it to you. Don't do this at home. He's a trained professional.
This is how I build Paul's motors.
I wondered what the special trick was.
You could worry a thing to death. 60 grit in the old Milwaukee. Cleans her right up. Gonna get that shiny side up. And believe me, this thing has a shiny side. The bottom is not the shiny side.
Yeah, that.
Well, it's only got to get a couple minutes on it, and then
Whatever.
We're good.
Let's put it back in the boat for the guy to run it.
Let's
that's
run
a
it.
terrible idea.
I got a $100 dare for you though.
Oh, yeah. You want to make $100 today?
Go up.
Or
Really?
I
Okay.
I'll do
$100
$150
dare,
though.
huh?
I'll go get
How
it.
about that?
I'll go get it, and we'll see if you want to.
Drink it, huh?
It's milk.
Are you kidding me?
The baby bottle held it in. It's milk.
Oh my gosh. No, I'll pass on that. I'll rightfully pass on that.
Pressure inverted the nipple inside of it, and it stayed.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah. 30-year-old milk.
Holy cow. Holy cow, literally. Holy cow.
Holy
That's
cow.
that's crazy.
Holy cow.
That's the craziest thing I've ever seen right there.
It's pretty nuts.
Holy.
Look at the chunks floating in there.
I cannot believe that it is not just imploded.
Well, because it was
full.
It was full.
So it just hydraulic equalized pressure and
Yep.
said, "Whoop, we're good."
It just pushed the nipple in, and it filled it up.
Well, that tells you they got off the boat in a hurry if the baby's bottle was still sitting in the boat when it went down with the ship.
Yeah, I went fast.
Yeah, they
Abandoned ship.
said, later, we're out of here. Hopefully they all survived.
much torque you think you're putting on it?
I checked it already, 140.
Which I know, if
That's
you
a
watched my
tight-
video, you seen me check my gun off it, and I was within 5 pounds.
I've done these before, and they're supposed to be 140 foot-pounds, and I've checked them, and they're 140 to 145.
Yeah.
These bolts go down and kind of counterlock, and they won't go any tighter.
So your finger is 140 on the nut.
That second row.
The
It's
second-
about 100. That first row. Put that extra 45 on.
Perfect.
Perfect done.
But let's put some push rods and rockers on it.
Yeah.
I mean, these valve springs look terrible, but hey, they'll run.
Hey, where's your air blower? We probably had to blow push rods. They were hemorrhaging when we put them in this. You're not going to hurt it any worse than it's been hurt.
See?
That's right.
Now that is I preach that. I'm
Yeah,
like,
it's-
okay, it's in its worst
Possible.
environment. The bottom of the lake for 30 years.
You can't get any worse.
It can't get any worse. I mean, we. I see you working on the old Leaning Tower of Power the other day.
Oh, yeah. We need a
forklift.
forklift again.
Oh, hey, we got to have that going.
Okay, let's.
Intake.
He was making fun of my forklift until he saw how high it went to lift that boat.
Yeah, that thing's pretty amazing. That's a big ram on a little tiny forklift.
Oh,
So that used to be Uncle Jesse's forklift.
Oh, all right.
Oh.
That was called El Burrito.
Yeah.
You remember that back
Yep.
when he lived in St. George?
Oh, yeah.
And somehow it ended up back here in Havasu and went through a couple owners, and Jimmy ended up with it. And I'm like, I know this oil leaking something from somewhere.
Oh, you didn't even bring it to Havasu.
No,
That's funny.
somebody bought it off Marketplace or something. And I'm like,
Showed up.
that used to be my uncle's forklift. It said El Burrito on the side, and he goes, I think it still does, but I think it's faded off now. But yeah, it said
Yeah.
El Burrito on
That's
it.
funny.
Actually gonna work though. Like I'm a Debbie Downer. I don't know.
Oh, really? You still
Debbie
haven't?
I'm still.
We're missing a few of these.
convinced.
Debbie Downers.
Yeah, we got one.
What's your doubts?
Yeah, what's the doubt?
It's been under the water for 30 years. 150 feet of water to be pretty much exact.
Oh, no, it's going to run, Hunter. It turns over. The valves move. It's going to have compression. We make it have spark and give it fuel. It fires.
Yeah, we're even going to use that gas.
I knew you were going to say that.
Jimmy. We got there.
Sparkulators.
Sparkulators.
Or spark tubes, I
You better
guess.
put this on them so they come off easy.
That's
next
right.
time. That's the only reason this thing is
It's
the
good.
condition it's in.
Because someone put sparkulator wire.
Does anybody know anything about a junk Ford?
Runs
Nope.
backwards.
This is 1,
That's one.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
What? That's
a
I
five?
may have interrupted the
That's
five.
an A.
So, which way does this turn?
That's a 5.
It's on this
direction.
side, so that's.
It goes this direction, but
Okay.
that's not number 1.
Where did you put number 1? It says number 1
here.
on the cap. All right. I'll put
I Chevy'd it.
Oh, yeah. Good thinking.
It's the only way it's going to run is if we do a little bit of Chevrolet. Okay, I'm going to lift. Back up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to run.
It's going to
There's,
fire. It's either going to be a fire or on fire.
Yeah.
we've got one lifter that's a problem, but
Yeah, we definitely know one lifter's not going to pump up because half of it's laying on the cart.
yep.
It's true.
There, it's taking it.
All right.
Oh, I bet you have one too, don't you?
I do. Let's just get gas all over it so we can just get this son of a bitch on fire. Crescent wrench.
Sounds like a valid way to do it. I mean,
Well,
it's
the
been all
stuff's in
day.
the
Let me see that
front.
shirt.
Been all day since I burned anything up.
Careful with my gauges. Fragile.
It is that season, fragile.
That's right.
Trying to see where I can hang on to this without.
Yeah, probably those exhaust horns till they get hot.
Yeah. All right. So Merlin has got this thing rigged. We've got fuel. We've got sparkulator. Jimmy's running the sparkulator. Ben's running the starter.
And Merlin's running everything
Merlin's
else.
got fuel. It's gonna run.
It's all come down to this.
We're gonna lose the shop if it doesn't run.
200 laps, and it's all come down to this. Okay, guys.
Hang on a second here.
Give her
I'd
heck.
stay clear of that pulley. That thing looks like a meat grinder.
It's
All right.
definitely gonna catch you.
On we go.
Go ahead.
It's just idle. Who cares? It ran.
It did run.
It freaking ran.
30 years at the bottom of the lake, and it fired up.
That-
It actually sounded good too.
it did.
It sounded great. No rattling.
The lifter's all pumped
Running
up.
60 pounds of oil pressure.
Yeah, it calmed down. It was
Yeah,
nice.
it calmed right down. And
Huh. That blows my
eat
mind.
your words, Hunter.
I'm going to. Oh, that was
That
was
blows
impressive.
my mind right there. Like you just.
I had to
Can't
dodge
make that
the
up.
debris.
Oh, it was
Oh,
throwing
it was
some
throwing.
stuff.
This thing was throwing like
Yeah.
it was.
Throwing some stuff.
Stuff was coming unglued. But hey, it ain't just running oil out of it anywhere.
No,
My duct tape silicone oil pan job held.
it seems to. And your head leveling was good.
We got timing chain oil coming. Like it's getting wet up
Yeah,
in there
it's-
now.
It's doing things like it needed to.
Smells horrible back there when it was running.
Oh yeah, it had some fish
It's a-
stuff coming out
Now
of the
it's- now
back.
it's
of
big.
it.
It's processing
Now
30
it's baked.
years of underwater.
Yeah. Now because there's fuel.
Yeah, you're good. It just ran out of fuel.
That's what I kind of thought.
Yeah. It's gonna light like
Probably
this.
broke our siphon when we left that laying on the ground.
Can you clamp this for me?
Yeah, hook that up.
Gonna light right off.
Yeah, you can't. You can't.
I
You
won't.
just can't
I
make
won't
stuff like this
forget.
up.
I will call the guy.
Like Hollywood
Where's your
couldn't even
mom at?
reproduce this.
Like this is just crazy
Oh,
that
all
it
right,
even.
see ya.
And it sounds good.
It sounds
Actually-
awesome.
And it ain't smoking a whole lot. Like it's kind of clean. We just give it an oil change and
We're
go
gonna
to
do a
like.
few laps around Body Beach on this.
Should have torqued those heads. Should have used 80 grit, not 60.
No,
That was a flap wheel I surfaced the heads in the block with, by the way.
Yes.
You know, when I was a kid, and I know you were the same way, you and your brother, you did with what you had.
I don't think I even knew what a head gasket was for a long time.
They sell head gaskets?
That's new.
That is mind-boggling.
I mean, wow.
Isn't it, though? Isn't it absolutely?
I was breaker barring this thing yesterday, breaking it free.
Dude, yesterday morning it was
Yeah.
still frozen in a boat coming from Glendale.
And now it runs.
Now it
and
runs.
actually sounds good. Stupid.
great.
A month ago it was sitting on Lake Powell's beach for dead.
Yeah.
Like,
Just junk.
it's just junk.
I mean, I still would like someone to comment in his video and explain to us how the inside of this is not junk. My mind doesn't get around
Yeah,
why
what-
it wasn't rusted inside.
Right.
The outside looks like death, but the inside was sound.
What scientific phenomenon prevented the inside of this motor from just corroding away? The pistons had no corrosion, the valves had no corrosion, the cylinder walls had a little bit of surface rust, but nothing serious. They were all full of water, and it sat on the beach for 2 years before it came out of the water. So, or after it came out of the water. And we're just baffled by the fact that it wasn't all locked up and corroded.
Yeah.
Yeah, there shouldn't have been an oil pan left.
It doesn't
Yeah,
even
gone.
miss.
No, it idles right down and is happy.
All cylinders are hitting. Mind-boggling.
That alone was the success for the trick.
Oh yeah, that was worth driving to Havasu for. Was that?
Yeah, I gotta say that's one of the biggest challenges I've ever had in my life is
Yeah.
taking a 30-year
That just
boat anchor.
Bottom of the lake. Yeah.
doesn't look
Boat-
like it should run.
Boat anchor.
ever.
I like that. That's probably a better name.
I've had motors out of a
Yeah.
junkyard that were twice this
You know,
good.
boat anchor
It
right
didn't
there.
run.
Wouldn't run.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, everybody says they should have a boat anchor.
There you go.
There it is.
There it is.
And it runs.
It's still throwing rust out of everything.
Oh yeah.
Every time you rev it up, it comes out of every orifice.
I know, I'm like dodging debris.
Debris.
Yeah.
That's
Thanks for watching.